There's a lot of unhelpful rhetoric about burnout, mostly from people that have never experienced it and don't know what they're talking about. You see, burnout is not about not caring. It isn't about not being able to cope. And it certainly isn't about being flaky. The World Health Organization describes burnout as chronic workplace stress that is not successfully managed. They say that people with burnout become disengaged, emotionally distant, they have low energy levels, which obviously impacts how they interact with peers and their work performance. When you start to feel burnout, the reason that you disengage is to give yourself that little bit of space, that little bit of protection. Because the bottom line is, people don't burn out because they don't care, and they don't burn out because they can't cope. If anything, they burn out because they care too much. Burnout is most often caused by the environments that people are in, their ability to perform in those environments, and critically, the way they feel in those environments. So, do they feel safe? Do they feel like they belong? Do they feel like they're contributing something valuable and significant? So what we see when people start to burn out often is a real disconnect between what they believe should be done, what they believe they are able to do, and what they find themselves actually delivering. And the price you pay for that often is not feeling good enough, feeling that in some way you have failed. You have failed the people that you're caring for. You have failed the people that you're serving. And we pay a high personal price for that, because when we start to show up in a way that isn't congruent with who we believe we are, we start to feel vulnerable, unsafe, fearful. And this kicks off, if you like, the stress response that subsequently becomes burnout. Mental Health UK have just brought out a great report about burnout. They surveyed over 2,000 people and found that 1 in 4 found that they had levels of stress that they were unable to cope with. 91% of people have experienced really high stress in the last year. Now, I think we have to start to really interrogate that and look at what this means for us at work. We've created a culture almost where it's okay to be stressed, it's okay to tough it out. We expect people to keep doing more and more and more. And we pay little regard sometimes to what's going on around the rest of the globe, what's going on for people personally in their lives, what's going on economically, and what is going on socially. And it's no wonder that burnout appears to have reached what the Burnout report calls the next global crisis. Now, they also refer to us as the burnout nation, which I think in and of itself is unhelpful. Yes, it is a macro problem. Yes, burnout is prevalent in lots of places that we look. But calling it a global crisis or a national problem takes away some of your own power to deal with it, some of your own responsibility to deal with it even. So whether you're a leader or whether you are on the brink of burnout yourself, you have some responsibility in fixing this in the areas that you have control over. It's our collective responsibility to keep this local, to pay attention to those people around us, whether you're a leader or not. But if you are a leader, keep an eye on your people and look after yourself.